All hope is not yet lost, my people. Opposition leaders are meeting at different corners. The agenda is very simple. That in the midst of all these commotions, that we should have the courage to come together, pick our pieces, and forge a strong front. We will put them where they belong. In Igbo they say, Kimanka Imankozo. Kimanka Imankozo. We understand there's no other thing they can do in their life except this political chukuchuku. Nothing. So they are getting to a point where there's nothing they are known for except this sabotage. This is who they are born to be. But we're going to leave them behind.
This is a very interesting comment from the chairman of the coalition of opposition parties. He is saying what I want to hear, that the opposition parties in Nigeria, they are meeting ahead of the 2027 general election. As it stands now, the 2027 general election should be the most important event in the history of this country. It should be what every Nigerian should be talking about. Nigeria is facing an existential threat. As a matter of fact, we don't even know if Nigeria is going to exist beyond 2027, the way the country is going. If the level of hardship, the state capture, insecurity, poverty, inflation continues over to 2027, it's going to be a very desperate time for many Nigerians. I know that a lot of Nigerians are waiting for the 2027 general election so they can vote out Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Many Nigerians were taken unaware with the plot of INEC and the ruling APC to rig the election. So they are looking for the 2027 general election so they can correct the mistake they did in 2023. But I've said it countless times that the 2027 general election is going to be a meaningless election if Nigerians do not put their act together, if they don't come together and form a mega party that is going to challenge the APC. If we have the kind of election we had in 2023, where we have Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, Kwankwaso all contesting differently, then it's going to be a walkover for Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC. The reason why they were able to rig the 2023 general election was because the major candidate contested on a separate ticket. You need to understand the game of politics, and it's a game of numbers. Therefore, it is interesting to hear that the opposition parties in this country, they are meeting together to form a merger that will challenge the APC. After all, APC did it in the 2015 general election. APC served as a very good opposition to the PDP. APC amplified everything that PDP was doing. Every negative news, every mistake during the PDP era will be amplified. They will put it on the national television, they will put it on the national dailies. A lot of propaganda was being sprayed. They did everything to discredit Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's administration, to the point that everything that Nigerians came to know about Goodluck Jonathan was all about negativity, insecurity, hardship, corruption. Nigerians were not even aware that Nigeria economy was the third fastest growing economy as at the point where APC wanted to take over power. Nigerians were not even aware that Nigeria economy was the biggest economy in Africa. Even if they were aware, they did not understand the good thing that Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was doing. Why? Because APC ensured that every negativity, every propaganda, bad propaganda about Goodluck Ebele Jonathan and PDP was put at the front burner. People came to know Goodluck Ebele Jonathan as a clueless, ineffective buffoon. That was how APC rode into power, through propaganda. This is what the opposition parties in Nigeria ought to be doing. They need to be amplifying everything that this government is not doing right. Every negative news should be put at the front burner. They need to get editors to write editorials about the failings of this government. For instance, there are reports that the fuel that is being shipped out from the newly renovated Port Harcourt refinery was imported fuel. But the presidency wants us to believe that the Port Harcourt refinery is functioning right now. The presidency is also telling us that Nigeria unemployment rate has decreased to 4.3%. We all know that this is a blatant lie. The opposition party should be letting Nigerians know that this is a cook and a bull story from the presidency. They are manipulating the statistics and data in Nigeria. Why they are making sure that all the failings of this government is being put at the front burner, they should accelerate every talk or any action to form a merger. They should not even wait for 2025 to come. They should do it immediately because it is very important. Going to the 2027 general election as a divided opposition is going to be a colossal failure for not just political parties in Nigeria, but also Nigerians at large. Because we cannot afford to experience another 4 years of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is going to be disastrous. APC defeating PDP and Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in 2015 was not because of President Muhammadu Buhari or Bola Ahmed Tinubu brilliance. It was because of strategic partnership and unity. Remember, before that election, President Muhammadu Buhari has contested election 3 good times, and in 3 of those times he was roundly defeated. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in the same vein, formed a party, ACN, that contested election in 2007, but they were equally defeated in that election. Prior to the 2015 presidential election, Nigeria was experiencing Boko Haram insurgency and they needed a change. The opposition party in Nigeria, they realized the strength in numbers. They came together under a common umbrella and they formed the APC. They set aside their ideological differences, their personal ambition. They recognized an ultimate goal, which is to bring about that change. When Nigerians saw their determination in bringing about change, they had no choice than to fall in line and supported them. The opposition party in Nigeria today must not stop at just criticizing the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu online and on television. No, they must replicate that same model, because to defeat APC, we need that numbers. Contesting individually will weaken their chances. It will waste their resources. It will confuse so many voters. Look at what happened in 2023 general election. Many people were supporting Labour Party and they were also PDP members. Most PDP supporters voted for Peter Obi as a Labour Party presidential candidate, but they voted for a PDP gubernatorial candidate in their state. This is confusion. In 2015, APC was a united body. They voted for APC president, APC governors, APC senators, APC House of Rep. Their unity is the reason why APC is still standing tall today, despite their failures. 2023 general election should be a lesson to every one of us. We are not going to waste our time, our resources, voting for a divided opposition anymore. A united opposition is what we need in this country. A united opposition can pull resources together, they can coordinate their strategies together, and they can present a coherent vision that will resonate with the electorate. APC presented a vision of change to Nigerians, even when most Nigerians do not even understand the kind of change they were promising them. They still followed, supported, and voted for them. Today, the situation is even worse than it were in 2015. You don't even need much convincing to convince an average Nigerian to vote against Bola Ahmed Tinubu and APC. All you need to do is to present a credible candidate in one umbrella. Let everyone that want to vote against APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu vote under that umbrella. We don't want to split our vote anymore. As it stands now, many Nigerians have given up hope about this country. They've given up hope about a credible election. They've given up hope even in the next coming 2027 general election. Most of them have vowed never to vote anymore. This is where the opposition comes in. They need to assure Nigerians that their vote is going to count in 2027 general election. They need to assure Nigerians that they are not alone. They need to assure Nigerians that APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu is beatable. They need to go to the grassroots and talk to the people that feel neglected by the political class of today. They need to go to the market and speak to the people that are bearing the brunt of inflation. They need to go to the street and talk to the common man that do not know where their next meal is going to come from. They don't only need to go and talk to them. They need to assure them that in 2027, we are going to present a credible candidate. We are all going to unite together and fight our common enemy, which is APC that is destroying this country. Of course, we are aware that the APC dominance is not just about political power. It extends beyond various institutions and sectors of the society. APC currently control the local media. The mainstream media report only what favors the government. They don't even report most of the failures of this government. Insecurity is underreported in this country. APC influence even cut across INEC, the judiciary, the National Assembly. In order to challenge APC dominance, it requires a coordinated and concerted effort. The opposition parties in the National Assembly should come together and form a united front to challenge the APC National Assembly members. Whatever be and budget that do not favor the Nigerian people should be challenged and if possibly stepped down by the opposition parties in the National Assembly. Whatever discussion the opposition parties are having, it shouldn't just be words of the mouth, because Nigerians are eagerly waiting for something that they will use to surprise APC come 2027. They should expedite their action and ensure that every merger, every alliance they want to form comes speedily. As a matter of fact, 2024 should not go by without a reasonable grant, without a reasonable front for that merger. Once this merger has been formed, 2025 should be used as a period where they will escalate all the failures of this government. Everything this government is not doing right should be put out there. Everyone should know that APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu is killing Nigeria and is killing Nigerians. The people should be made to understand the reason why they need to avoid APC. We can call APC cancer. Yes, APC is a cancer. They should avoid APC like a cancer. The truth is the opposition has the numbers. Just Atiku Abubakar and Mr. P2B merger alone can defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC. Not to talk of when you add Kwankwaso and other political parties together. It's going to be an easy ride for the opposition in the 2027 general election. They must put all their differences, they must put all their pride, they must put all their personal ambition and put Nigeria first. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.